Hello everybody and welcome to Omnipoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon. I'm Jack and today I'm here to talk about how to make the most of the brand new app Play Pokémon Access. Play Pokémon Access is an app that's just been released here over in Europe and is coming out in the US on August the 4th. It's an app from Pokemon designed for competitive Pokemon players, whether that's TCG, VG, or Pokemon GO, and is incredibly useful for a whole host of things, all of which I'm going to be going through today, as well as a bit of a walkthrough as to what to expect when you first download the app, as well as how to configure it to be able to get the most out of downloading Play Pokemon Access. I've downloaded the app myself and I've logged in and I'm really impressed with all of its different features, and you'll see over on the left hand side is actually some screen recordings from when I first downloaded the app, so I can kind of talk you through some of the different screens, some of the different areas to point out, and some of the different customization options that I think are going to be really useful for when you're looking for things like upcoming events. So the first thing you see when you download the app will be the usual login or create account information that you see similar to the website. If you haven't got an account already, you can do it through the app, or you can just log in with your Pokemon Trainer Club account that you'll already use for registering for events and checking the leaderboards and all that good stuff. So once you've logged in and you've agreed to the terms of service, you'll be greeted with this screen. Now this is the home page. This has lots of really important information all at the tap of a button, but most importantly, it gives you a lovely little personalized greeting, welcoming you to the app. As you can see, there's a lot of different options that you can start looking into here. The ones that stood out to me the first were actually the 2-week streak and the 2 badges options that are slap bang in the middle of the screen right now. So clicking on that streak button, you can actually see how many weeks in a row you've attended a Play Pokemon event. You can see right here, I've played 2 league challenges so far this season. They're documented in the calendar. So I'm currently on a 2-week streak, and you're able to tap on these little calendar dates to see exactly which event it's referring to on that date. If we go back and tap on the badges section, there's lots of really cool badges and achievement style things that you can get, whether that's things like League Challenge or League Cup competitor, going to League, attending regionals, all of this stuff that naturally we would do as competitive players anyway. There's now a nice little achievement to go alongside that to say, hey, I've competed in 3 League Cups already this season and I've got the badge to prove it. And you can see there's different tiers of those badges, so the more League Cups you attend, the better the badge you'll get. These won't necessarily do anything, but they are nice little nods and acknowledgement as to how many events you've attended this season. If we head back to the home screen, you can also check your feed, where you can take a look back at the timeline of when you achieved all of these different badges. It also keeps track of your placements at events, which is really cool because it means that you can quickly see how you've been doing over your past few events. Next up is the news icon on the right hand side of the screen. You can see there's 7 new articles right now. This looks to be pretty much the articles that are posted on the Pokemon website, so now they're accessible in the app without having to go to the website and check whether there's been a new article posted. These are all pretty up to date. There's things about Mega Evolution, there's things about Asaya's win at NAIC, so these are up to date. It's not like these are old articles, so I'm hoping that that's going to mean whenever Pokemon releases a brand new article onto the website, it will immediately get fed through to the app, which is fantastic. Hopping over now to the second tab, the event locator. This is actually my favorite feature of the whole app. This event locator, similar to the website, lets you search for events local to you. You can put in the city you're living in, but also you can see that there's advanced options to be able to search for as well. And what it will do is it will bring back all of the venues around you within a certain radius for you to then scroll through and have a look at. You can see there I favorited 2 venues that are local to me. This is why this event locator is the best feature in the app in my opinion. You're able to favorite venues, which means you're able to see the events from those venues without having to search for them every time. That means when you have a local league or a favorite league that you go to, you can just favorite that venue and you'll automatically see the events from that venue when they post them. You'll see there's an Events at Favorite Locations tab when you go on the event locator once you've favorited some locations, which means it's really easy to see any upcoming tournaments for the venues you really enjoy going to. What's also really useful is you can then go into a venue specifically and you can see all of the things like their league contact information, you can get directions, you can check out their league calendar, as well as then being able to see all the upcoming events for that venue in particular. You can see here it shows the friendly events as well as the competitive events, so whether you're a competitive player going for your Worlds invite or a casual player who's just learning to play the game, you'll be able to see all of the events that might interest you from that venue. You can see in the advanced settings here, you can filter down for the trading card game, for the video game, for Pokemon GO, so you can hone in on exactly the game you want to play, or easily be able to see events for a game that you don't normally play, so you can try them out. You can also adjust whether you want to search for just friendly tournaments or competitive tournaments, as well as adjusting the distance radius for how far out you want to look for these events. Like I say, the customization and filter options, as well as being able to favorite certain venues, means that the event locator I think is my favorite part of this app. I now just need to double check the app for all of my favorite venues to see when they're next hosting an event for me to go to. On to the next tab along then, and this is your player profile. Your player profile lists your championship points for TCG, VG, and Pokémon GO. So again, if you like to dip between games, you're going to be able to see how many championship points you already have across all 3 of those games. You can also see how many events you've played this season broken down into the type of event they are. It gives you a list of all of the events you've taken part in, and if you actually go into the different event types like World Championships here, you can see that it tells you the upcoming events, but also gives you a history of all of the events that have taken place so far. If you click the little View More button next to your championship points, you can then start to go into detail about specific seasons you've had playing Pokemon to see how you're doing right now in the current season or how you've done historically. You can see here, by far my best season was 2022, but I'm able to go back and take a look at all the different events I played in that season, both looking at small local events as well as the major events like internationals and regional championships. Right now you can't go into too much detail about those past events, but it does at least have a little badge to say whether you made first, second or top 4 at any of the events you've played in. And finally then, onto the menu icon down at the bottom. There's loads of really cool things in here. The first off is the resources. There's Play Pokemon resources, as well as resources for the TCG, VG, and Pokemon GO. These all link out to Pokemon's website and their specific documents, and this means you're able to check things like the Tournament Rules Handbook really easily. You can download and print out the decklist form, you can check the current errata list, which is really important, as well as being able to check out the TCG promo card legality statuses, so you always know whether your promo cards are legal for play right now. Like I say, there's also additional rules for VG and GO as well, all basically right at your fingertips, which is fantastic. There's also this really cool card search feature, and this is basically like a database for all of the cards since Black and White. You're able to scroll and filter through, you can favourite cards, you can look at exactly what cards do. I think this will be really useful for searching for specific cards, whether that's from a collection perspective, or you're perhaps trying to find a specific tech for your deck that you're building. You can put in some of the specific attributes that the card you're looking for needs to have, so that it can then bring back all the different options for you. It's also just really nice having an official app that has the card decks, so that you can access it anytime. The final thing to note is there's also some really cool customization options, where you can theme your app based on Pikachu, Quaxly, Fuecoco, or Sprigatito, just to give it a bit of a personalised touch. I'm sure there'll be loads more added to this app. I'm really impressed with it already. I think all of the event locator stuff is fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to implementing it into my processes for when I'm looking for events. It's now going to be way more convenient. It's going to be looking for events at venues that I know I can access, that I enjoy going to, and telling me exactly when those events are coming up. I really recommend you downloading the app if you haven't already. Like I say, it's out in Europe right now and in North America on the 4th of August, and starting to configure some of those event options to help speed up looking for events so you can spend more time actually playing Pokemon. I really hope this video was helpful. Let me know if there's anything else cool you find in the app down below. I'm really interested to see what your guys' favourite features are. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Jack from Omnipoke, and I look forward to seeing you guys in another video soon.